So, my wife and I are trying this new app, streaming service, whatever you want to call it. It's called Veely, and it is available through the Roku, or you can watch it. I'm sure you could probably watch it through a browser or just install the app. But I want to mention two of the shows that we started watching. We're always on the hunt for shows that we both can watch. You know, some of my hardcore nature things, my wife's not too crazy about watching those. And some of the high drama police shows and things that she watches, I don't like. So we're looking for things we both can watch. So we started watching these two series. The first one there's only one season of, but the man's name is Doug Hall. It's called Backyard Inventors, and he's in Canada. Okay, and the idea is that he looks at three people's inventions, and he picks one of them to bring to his place of business, whatever you want to say, where he does this sorts of things, and they spend 48 hours maybe improving the product or doing test demos with it, with public, all these different types of things, coming up with a name and stuff like that. And then he tries to pitch it to a company. And it's kind of interesting. Also, one person has invented this, I'll just say X, okay? He thinks it's really unique. He spent like over $100,000 on development of X. And of course, I'm seeing it, and the first thing I see is that's already been done. There's tons of people that have that product available. Look at how bright it is today, huh? And he just tells them right off, dump this and go on to something else. Don't put any more money in it. And the guy's already put like over $100,000 in it. And of course, the guy, they got a little interview, little clip of the guy, and he says afterwards he felt like he had been gut punched because he wasn't even aware that his bright idea had been done by so many people before. That's always a danger. People get in this view of thinking, oh, I have something unique, and they go at it, spend all this money, only to find out that it's already on the market. Or there's many things so similar to it that the idea of having some uniqueness is just not there. So that's a good show. Backcountry Rescues. And this follows it's really high caliber search and rescue outfit near the Teton Mountains out in Wyoming, is it? And that's really interesting. And of course, they've got all these mountains, all kinds of skiers, avalanches, people on skis getting lost, snowmobiles tipping over, and all these sorts of things. So it shows this team go in and try to rescue a person. And I'll tell you right now, like with all rescue shows that are trying to be realistic, sometimes it is a body recovery. The person is no longer alive when they find them. They've gone maybe through trauma that's just too much. And but it's a really good show. They had a Suck It bag, it's called. Suck It. So you kind of cradle a person in this kind of blanket thing, and you suck the air out of it. And what happens is it becomes rigid. It's got balls or something in it. And it becomes rigid in that shape. Kind of like, if you've got a seal on that thing, and you got something in there, you spread it out, and then you seal it, it becomes kind of stiff. And that's sort of the same idea with this thing, but it applies to the whole person. Now, the person isn't in the bag, no. It wraps, kind of cradles around them. But the idea is for someone with some type of leg injury, with a hip injury, or things that can be such a complicated mess, and it's so painful that getting everything stabilized becomes really important, both for the person's later health but also for pain too, because a lot of these situations, they're going to have to bring the person out, carry the person out. Now they do have the helicopter that's able sometimes to put down in an area, and they're able to get the person right out that way. There's a lot of places where helicopters just can't go. The weather's too bad, the weather's too unpredictable, the winds are too high, and this is when, or it's getting too dark, the helicopter evidently doesn't fly at night, which I can understand in mountainous reasons. You have a lot of, I don't know, from what I understand, I'm not a pilot, but you have a lot of drafts near mountains and things, so it's really particularly important to be able to see when you're flying with a helicopter. That sounds stupid, but yeah, it is. People have, even in regular planes, have flown into mountains because they have lost their point of reference while they're flying. So, but these two shows, Backcountry Rescue and Backyard Inventors, are on the Veely app, along with some other survival rescue type shows. And so I think we're going to enjoy watching them, but give it a try, see what you think. Veely.